Let's discuss.
Back again with another reaction video, and today I am very excited because I will be checking out a new track from Novelists. With this single, Smoke Signals, comes the announcement of their upcoming album. At this time, I do not actually know the details of the album. Shout out to Out of Line Music and Nicholas from Novelists for getting this over to me early in time to make a video and such. I will, of course, include all of the information about the album and such in the description when that comes out. At this time, all I know is that with this single is coming an album announcement. I have been waiting since I very first heard Lost Cause, which I've done a reaction for all of the Novelist singles that have come out since they've switched vocalists to Tobias and that sort of thing. So all of that can be found on my channel. I'm very excited. This will be one of my most anticipated. The new singles have been excellent. Their discography is out of this world. So I love Novelists. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
It seems the tears don't go away. Can't escape the dark, sinking into my heart. I'll never get to heal. Can anybody understand? All the walls I built on lies over lies, can't cope with the guilt. I'm restless, can't seem to escape. The words refuse to be the same and the same, but I am so close to the end. It's just so when you hold me back, I might be better off taking the step into a what's unknown. I know you will be better off on your own. So when you call me for help, please remember that we're getting lost together, and nothing ever lasts forever. Do you really think that you're gonna wanna meet the ghosts inside my head? You won't escape the dark, sinking into my heart. I'll never get to heal. Can anybody understand? But the walls I built on lies over lies that's crumbling down. And now you're so close to the edge. I might be better off taking the step. I might be better off taking the step. I might be better off taking the step. So when you call me for help, please remember that we're getting lost together, and nothing ever lasts forever.
Novelists, Smoke Signals, let's discuss. So was surprised to see the use of two vocalists here, especially going into that first verse, just starting right off. very interesting direction, especially so coming out with an album. I am really interested to see which singles will be included on the album, because with Lost Cause, I think that one had the most different feel of the 3 singles that they've put out, aside from this one, of course. So the ones that they've had out at this point, that one had, because with the chorus, it sort of feels like it's more open and sort of sorry, and then the other ones have, this fits, I think, the 2 more recent singles style as well, but then again, you know, it would be important to see the context of the full album too, where that would fall. But anyway, that will be relevant when I eventually will see this track list for this, opening up with Flow. Hopefully the other Flow fans out there are also happy with this track. I think it's definitely one that leaves you wanting more though. When the track cut off, I was like, no. There are a number of things in this track, some a little bit surprising, as I had already mentioned, and then some kind of fitting the style that we've been seeing. I think the use of experimental in Novelists now, that's present here. The effects on Tobias's vocals at some points, which I know I had mentioned it in one of the, I think it was Terrorist that I mentioned it in. I really like the sound, especially because it is not overused, and because they also, you know, they will deliver the same sort of vocals without the effects. If they overused the effects, or if it was like every single time, I think I would like it a lot less. But having that sort of variety and the I don't know what style or what that is, but it ties the vocals in with the experimental sort of feel instrumentally as well. Like if you take the lead that brings you out of the chorus, like I think the lead is present through like the second half of the chorus into the post-chorus verses. That part there, and I think the effects on the vocals, that sort of fits the same style, if that makes sense. So, and the use of flow in this track, excellent. Starting off right away, you get that, you know, tease into the song, and then at first I thought that before the solo at the ending of the song, I thought that little section before that was going to be all we got, and I was like, wow. Very disappointed, so I'm glad that came back around, but it still felt at the end like I was like, I kind of wish that when the solo ended, maybe the instrumentation there carried out a bit longer, because that was something that really stole the show for me. I think instrumentally overall, this track, that's where it really stood for me, other than like the surprise factor of the use of another vocalist. But like specifically remember, the word remember, the delivery there in the chorus, that is the hookiest part of this song, I think, in itself, the way it's dragged out the way it is. Hearing it one time, I can immediately play that part back in my head perfectly. So I think on one side of the coin, you've got Flo still being able to give that beautiful sound of the guitar. There was like one part of that solo too, I think it was the beginning part of it, that it just had a little bit of flavor in there that felt like fresh, but then it has Flo's signature style in there as well. So I like that it has that quality that is always present through their discography, if that makes sense, like Flo having his sound on there. But then you've got the lead that I'm talking about in the chorus, the remember part being delivered the way that it is, the effects on Tobias's vocals, those are all new and sort of a fresh sound for the band. Bringing them into a new chapter obviously makes sense, having a new vocalist. So for me, Mateo is one of my favorite vocalists. I love their discography there, but I think it's important to be able to look at this as 2 separate chapters for the band. And the fact that I still revisit those albums all the time. They're still there, I can go back to them. So this sound I really enjoy as well. It's sort of bringing in qualities that I love in their discography, like I'm talking about the guitar solos, the sort of, you know, flavor that they put, but also having the, I guess, electronic sort of sound. Some of it is sort of poppy, I would say, like Remember delivery in the chorus is sort of poppy, especially mixed with that lead that I'm talking about. So anyway, it's a shorter track. It feels like 3.5, I guess, is about average, but it felt like it could have been delivered more because that instrumentation was so excellent there. But anyway, I'm very stoked for this album. I don't think that this will be my favorite of the singles or anything, but this will be something that will go on my playlist for sure. I'll do a lot of listening here, and this album will be something to stream and all of that. As the information comes out, I will include all of that in the description. I will link the video I reacted to, as well as all of Novelists and Out of Line's social media in the description. Shout out to Nicholas at Out of Line Music for getting this over to me and for always being so awesome to work with. Thank you very much. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description. That will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every video. Every reaction that I do has got a bunch of my favorite people in there. We talk about a lot of music-related stuff, a lot of stuff completely unrelated to music as well. So if you're interested in coming to join, check out the community. That will be there along with my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I do keep it all music-related. Sometimes I'll post on my story about new videos. Sometimes I'll post, new songs that I found and such on there. But every Friday, I do post a chart of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week. It's a chart of the top 25 EPs, albums, singles, whatever I've been listening to that week and how much I've listened to those, as well as over the week I post merch, sweatshirt, vinyl, flag. I have a never-ending merch collection, so all of that I'll post on there, and then sometimes I'll post about shows if I have pictures or videos to share, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, music-related stuff. So if that interests you at all, my handle on there is Rachel Reacts, just like my YouTube channel, but again, it will be in the link tree in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.